It was supposed to be a light-hearted morning on Today with Jenna and Friends, filled with laughter, stories, and celebrity charm. But what unfolded during Kylie Kelce's latest appearance turned into one of the most talked-about on-air moments in recent memory. The wife of former NFL star Jason Kelce, known for her grace, humor, and grounded personality, shocked audiences when she abruptly walked off the set following a heated clash that left even the hosts speechless. The incident started innocently enough. Kylie was invited to discuss her family's growing fame, her husband's retirement from the NFL, and how the Kelce household has been adjusting to life after football. But as the conversation progressed, the tone shifted unexpectedly. What began as playful banter quickly turned tense, and within minutes, it became clear that things were spiraling out of control. According to behind-the-scenes sources, tension had been brewing before the cameras even started rolling. Producers had reportedly wanted to bring up a few spicy topics to generate buzz, including recent online comments comparing Kylie and her sister-in-law, Taylor Swift. While Kylie has always expressed admiration for Swift, she's also made it clear that she doesn't want her family's identity overshadowed by her brother-in-law Travis Kelce's high-profile romance when Jenna Bush Hager introduced the topic of living in the shadow of fame. Kylie's expression noticeably stiffened. She smiled politely at first, but quickly shifted in her seat, giving off the kind of poised discomfort that TV viewers pick up on instantly. Jenna, trying to keep things upbeat, mentioned how it must be fun having Taylor around and all that attention. But Kylie's response was sharper than expected. "Fun isn't always the word I'd use," Kylie said with a small laugh that didn't quite reach her eyes. "I'm happy for Travis and Taylor, truly. But I'm also a mom of 3 who just wants to raise her kids out of the spotlight. Not everything has to be a media circus." The audience chuckled, unsure whether to take it as a joke or a jab. But co-host Hoda Kotb, ever the professional, tried to smooth things over, steering the topic back to family life. However, Jenna pressed again, asking, "Do you ever feel like people are more interested in your brother-in-law's relationship than your own story with Jason?" That was the moment everything shifted. Kylie's demeanor hardened. Her smile faded completely as she took a deep breath and said, "I think that's a bit of an unfair question. Jason and I have built our life together for years before any of this media attention. We're not competing for headlines." You could feel the tension rise in the studio. The crowd went quiet. Even Jenna seemed surprised by the firmness in Kylie's tone. Trying to recover, she quickly added, "Oh, of course. I didn't mean it that way. I just meant—" But Kylie interrupted gently, though her voice carried an unmistakable edge. "I know you didn't mean harm, but sometimes it feels like people forget that there's more to us than what's trending. We're real people, and sometimes the attention crosses a line." The exchange might have ended there, but unfortunately, one of the producers reportedly whispered something into Jenna's earpiece, likely suggesting she pivot to another lighthearted topic. Jenna, following direction, brought up the recent viral clip of Jason Kelce shirtless at a football game, shouting support for his brother. That mention triggered what some describe as the breaking point. Kylie laughed awkwardly, saying, "Yeah, that's just Jason being Jason. But honestly, I'd rather not see my husband's chest on every meme for a week." The hosts laughed. But Kylie's tone made it clear she wasn't amused. Then came the moment that sealed the viral fate of the interview. Jenna said with a playful smile, "Well, it seems like you married quite the showman. Maybe you like the attention more than you admit." Kylie froze for half a second, clearly caught off guard. "Excuse me?" she asked. Jenna, realizing the joke had fallen flat, tried to laugh it off, but Kylie wasn't laughing anymore. "I'm sorry," Kylie said, her voice firm but calm. "I think that's crossing into personal territory. I came here to talk about our foundation and the work we're doing in Philadelphia, not to have my marriage analyzed." The room went silent again. Hoda quickly jumped in, saying, "Of course, and we'd love to talk about that," but it was too late. Kylie looked directly into the camera for a brief moment, the kind of composed, piercing glance that said everything words couldn't, before removing her microphone. "Thank you for having me," she said simply. And just like that, she stood up, gave a polite nod to the stunned hosts, and walked off the stage. The camera awkwardly cut to Hoda and Jenna, who tried to recover with nervous laughter. Jenna said softly, "Well, that was unexpected," and the show went to a commercial break. Within hours, the clip was everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all flooded with reactions. Kylie Kelce just walked off today mid-interview. One viral tweet read, gaining millions of views. Some fans defended her, applauding her for setting boundaries and standing up for herself. Others criticized the show for pushing too hard into her personal life. Comments poured in from viewers who said they respected Kylie's composure under pressure. "She handled that like a queen," one user wrote. "That's how you protect your family with grace." Another said, "Jenna pushed too far. Kylie's a mom, not a celebrity chasing clicks." Meanwhile, Today with Jenna and Friends producers reportedly scrambled to do damage control. A source from NBC later told entertainment outlets that they did not intend for the interview to go that direction and that they had the utmost respect for Kylie and her family. But by then, the narrative had already spread far beyond their control. Even Jason Kelce weighed in subtly on social media. Without addressing the incident directly, he tweeted a simple message later that day. "Proud of my wife every day. Some things don't need to be said twice." Fans immediately connected the dots. Interestingly, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift both remained silent about the situation, though fans speculated that the couple likely supported Kylie privately. Online discussions quickly turned into debates about fame, boundaries, and how media sometimes crosses the line for ratings. Kylie herself broke her silence 2 days later through a brief Instagram story. Over a photo of her daughters playing in the backyard, she wrote, "Peace and privacy. That's all I ever want for them. Grateful for those who understand." That simple statement only deepened fans' admiration. Many noted that her response perfectly captured why she's become such a respected public figure: honest, grounded, and unwilling to play into the chaos. Industry insiders later revealed that the show's producers had been hoping for a lighthearted, viral moment. Perhaps a funny comment about the Kelce brothers or Taylor Swift. Instead, they got an authentic, unfiltered moment that highlighted how unpredictable live television can be. Public relations experts later weighed in, saying Kylie's walk-off could actually strengthen her reputation. "People are tired of overexposure," one analyst explained. "Kylie Kelce represents authenticity. She's not interested in playing the fame game, and that makes her more relatable than ever." In the days that followed, several talk shows debated the moment, questioning whether Jenna had gone too far or if Kylie had overreacted. But one thing everyone agreed on: it was one of the most compelling moments of live TV in months. For many viewers, it was a reminder of how fame can twist even the most well-intentioned interviews. Kylie Kelce, by simply walking away, sent a message that resonated louder than any scripted soundbite ever could. She reminded everyone that behind the celebrity labels are real families, real boundaries, and real emotions. As the dust settled, Kylie continued her work with charitable organizations in Philadelphia, returning to the quiet, purposeful life she's always valued. She avoided further comment on the incident, focusing instead on her community work, motherhood, and supporting Jason in his new post-NFL chapter. Meanwhile, Today with Jenna and Friends subtly edited future interviews to avoid similar pitfalls. Insiders say producers have added a new guideline about respecting guest comfort zones, a change that may have been inspired by Kylie's dignified exit. What remains most striking about the entire episode isn't the clash itself, but the poise with which Kylie handled it. No shouting, no scandal, just a firm, clear message: respect matters. In a media landscape obsessed with drama and clicks, Kylie Kelce reminded everyone that authenticity still carries weight. She didn't need to argue or justify herself. She simply stood up, walked away, and let her silence speak louder than any headline. And in doing so, she may have redefined what it means to command attention, not through spectacle, but through self-respect. When the cameras fade and the trending hashtags die out, that's the image that will last. Kylie Kelce, calm and composed, choosing dignity over drama, and reminding everyone that sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to walk away.